He leads the campaign on wickets for the Outlaws. What can you say about this left-handed bowler?
Durham next to bottom, with a very much an outside chance of sneaking in. But they made 216 for 4 tonight at New Road against Worcestershire, who were 112 for 3 after 11 overs, but bad light has stopped play at New Road. Well, they don't have floodlights, do they? So that could be an issue for them. The other scores in the North Group, well, there isn't any score at Lancashire, Yorkshire, because the weather has delayed that. Still not abandoned yet, but they haven't started. And Derbyshire 157 for 1 from 15 overs against Leicestershire. Shaheen Shah Afridi is going to get things underway from a Notts bowling perspective here at Trent Bridge. They are, as I say, defending that total of 168. And it is the captain, Alex Davis, who is going to face the first ball. Rob Yates pointed to one of the stewards in a fluorescent orange jacket. He's probably just catching the eye line of Alex Davis, the batsman. Anyway, here is Afridi, and he's bowled down the leg side. Wides, 4, so 5 wides to start the innings. That's not, Grace Ballinger, the start that Notts or Shaheen wanted.
No, it's a pretty underwhelming start, isn't it? I mean, it's probably not what he wanted, being stopped pretty much at the crease for the first ball, and then it's a loosener for the first ball, to say at the least, and they haven't quite got the runs to play with to be bowling too many of them. But that being said, Warwickshire bowled their fair share of extras as well.
Yeah, early on. Yeah, they struggled early on. I think at one stage, after about 3 overs, they had 13 extras on the board, but they only ended with 14. Here is Shaheen again. This is Yorker length and out! It is an LBW decision, and Shaheen stands with his arms wide open, looking up at the skies. Alex Davis was literally knocked off his feet by that from Shaheen Shah Afridi, and effectively from the first ball, because the very first ball went for wides. Alex Davis is gone. LBW, and where normally you see stumps go cartwheeling, this naught. LBW to Afridi. Great start now for Notts.
Yeah, I mean, I said the start was underwhelming, but that is exactly what Notts wanted, and it's a big wicket. Alex Davis is very capable of scoring runs pretty quickly. He's got 315 runs for Warwickshire this season, averaging just shy of 30, but he is one of those players that can really take the game away from you. And I'm not sure if he thought it was just going down. It's a slow walk off. He's still about 20 yards away from the pitch, but it does bring in Chris Benjamin to face the second legal delivery.
Yeah, Chris Benjamin in a lot earlier than he would have expected, I'm sure. As Alex Davis only now crosses the boundary to go back towards the Birmingham dugouts underneath the Batman scoreboard, alongside the pavilion here at Trent Bridge. Well, an interesting start to the innings. 5 wides and then a wicket. Here's Afridi in again. He's bowled in! It's another one. It's 2 in 2. Afridi with the trademark celebration again, and Benjamin trying a scoop paddle shot off his first ball to Shaheen Shah Afridi is clean bowled. And Afridi is on a hat-trick, and Birmingham are 5 for 2 with 2 balls gone.
Interesting shot selection from Chris Benjamin, isn't it? I mean, it was certainly bold, and I think it's one of those ones, if it comes off, you say, wow, that was brave, and he's got the full reward from it. He's been fearless, but he gets out, and they're not chasing a ridiculous score. And he didn't even give himself a chance. He didn't give himself a look. He's tried to ramp what is a very good bowler in Shaheen Afridi, and he's brought in Dan Mosley in for the 3rd ball, and it's a really difficult position for the young all-rounders to come in, and just seemed a bit unnecessary, to be honest. I'm a bit at a loss for words with that. But
it's a bizarre shot choice.
It's modern cricket in a nutshell, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Well, what a situation for Dan Mosley to be facing. We've had 2 legal deliveries of the innings, and the board says 5 for 2. Shaheen Shah Afridi is on a hat-trick. I'm surprised the crowd are not a little bit more into it. Well, they're getting into it now. Here comes the clapping. But Mosley, perhaps wisely, has just taken his time, and he's backed 2 or 3 yards away from the crease before going and taking his guard once again. Here comes Shaheen Shah Afridi on a hat-trick, backed by the Trent Bridge crowd. In he comes, and it's edged away. And Mosley survives the hat-trick ball as Lyndon James does the fielding down at third. And it's a single. 6 for 2. It's been an exciting first over.
Yeah, absolutely has. Yeah, I wonder how Rob Yates feels as he goes to face his first ball there. I'm honest, I wouldn't be fancying it.
No, Shaheen Shah Afridi looks pretty fired up as he's coming in from that far end again now, and bowls, and this is dabbed down again by Yates to the same sort of area as Mosley played that last one, and Lyndon James fields again, and they get another single. But it is just the start. You were talking, Grace, at the end of the Notts innings about momentum and how those runs late on from Tom Moores had just given the team momentum. And they've certainly shown that in the first over. Shaheen Shah Afridi has maintained that momentum with the ball. Mosley to face again. He's on 1. It's 7 for 2 in the first over. And Mosley... Oh, what a catch! What a catch! That is a stunning catch from Ollie Stone. Down low to his right, one-handed. It's a magnificent take. And Shaheen Shah Afridi's got 3 wickets in the first over. Mosley, I don't think, can believe it. Ollie Stone with a magnificent take to a shot that was rocketing away off the bat. And he's dived low to his right and he's plucked it, I was going to say out of the air, but just about off the ground, as low as you can get. Magnificent catch. And Birmingham are 7 for 3 in the...
Mosley timed it well, he's got forward to it, and I thought he was racing away for 4, and that's seriously impressive from Ollie Stone on his first game back from injury. It's been hit hard at him, and it's
first ball. What an extraordinary over. Still in the first over of this innings. And Notts and Shaheen Shah Afridi absolutely bouncing. What a catch as well from Stone. We've just about seen everything that is the best of Notts as a fielding bowling team in the space of the first 5 balls of this. Extraordinary start. And the crowd right behind Afridi again as he's coming in to bowl to Ed Barnard. In comes Afridi. Bowling! Unbelievable stuff! 4 wickets in the first over. Barnard goes for a golden duck. And Afridi races away down towards the Radcliffe Road stand, and the players, the rest of the fielders, chase after him to celebrate. This is just unbelievable. What a start. Afridi has 4 in the first over. Barnard trudges back. Birmingham are 7 for 4.
It's getting silly now, isn't it, really, Colin? It's another one has to go. That's 4 ducks in the first over for Warwickshire, and I don't know what they can say, really, but it might be early to say, but Notts have absolutely taken the game.
What can we do here? He is on a hat-trick again, because the last 2 balls of his previous over were wickets.
He's not only on a hat-trick, but he's on for a fifer.
He's on for a fifer. And this will be his 7th legitimate delivery. These are phrases you never thought you'd hear. But now they've finally
but getting out the way.
Yeah, it's those luminous jackets that are doing it. Here's Shaheen Shah Afridi, starting his second over to Glenn Maxwell. Bowls, and it's just edged away. And that has gone through Jake Ball, who was up inside the circle, and it's injured Jake Ball. It's fielded by Lyndon James, and they just go through for a single. I think that maybe just caught Jake Ball on the end of a finger, something like that. He certainly felt it. Stayed down for a little while on his haunches, but he's okay again. Well, he's moving around again, and he's gone to take up a different position.
You've got to do that when you misfield it as well.
Fine leg.
You?
Yeah.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah. Here's Shaheen Shah Afridi into Yates. He's bowled down the leg side. It's a wide, and then it's missed by Tom Moores, or slightly misfielded by Tom Moores. And they'll...
Everything going on.
We would struggle to match the drama of that first over again. 5 wides from the first ball, and then 7 for 4 at the end of it. So effectively, from the legitimate deliveries, 2 for 4. Just still shaking my head in disbelief at what we saw. 23 for 4 is the score now. Birmingham, remember, are chasing 169 to win. Here's Shaheen Shah Afridi into Glenn Maxwell once more. He's just dug it out, Maxwell. It's another fantastic 3 wickets in 3 balls at the end of the Notts innings. Here's Shaheen Shah Afridi. He's in again. This is outside, off stump, and again it's not taken cleanly by Tom Moores, and that enables them to go through for... and wide, wicket, 1-1, wicket off the first ball. Here's Shaheen again. That's way down leg side, and that'll run away for 5 wides.
That was one of the biggest wides I've seen in a long time.
That was almost off the pitch. And it also swung away a little bit further afterwards, didn't it? So that's a big wides. 5 more of them. Shaheen sort of trudges back to his mark, which is certainly not what he was doing in that first innings. Just to go back to Dave's stat then, there were 7 wickets in 9 legal deliveries. So throw in the wide, that's 7 in 10 deliveries between, well, in the last 3 balls and then the first over of the Notts innings. Just unbelievable stuff. T20 cricket on BBC Radio Nottingham. 2.5 overs in. Feels like we should be about 12 overs into this innings the way it's gone. Here's Shaheen again. He's appealing for LBW. I think there might have been a bit of bat on it from Yates, who scrambles his way through for a single. No, they Wolf. Nobody else has got above 2 so far. It's 30 for 4. And Maxwell is on strike again. Here's Shaheen. This is up in the air. It's a steepling one. Will it go safe? Jake Ball underneath it, trying to get to it, couldn't. And Glenn Maxwell gets away with 1, and Shaheen Shah Afridi looks skywards.
Mates,
yeah.
Very doable.
Yeah, wickets might be their problem, but here's Shaheen. That's outside off stump and not given as a wide. That is a dot ball, the end of the over. Only 3 overs have gone. It's 32 for 4. Maxwell on 14, Yates has 2, extras 50.
Trying to dismiss Rob Yates. He's been very particular with his field. Imad Wasim is helping him out with a suggestion or 2. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 out on the leg side. Just Calvin Harrison out as a rider on the offside. Afridi bowls a knee-high full toss on the pads of Yates, and it's a single, and that's not the worst result in the world, because Rob Yates is technical. Don't let this slide down that leg side. Here he comes. The Eagle bowls to Jake Lintott, just happy to get bat on ball and take a single. 129 for 6. The voice you're hearing alongside me is that.
There is 6 tests, as you know, the fellas contesting 5 of them, and the women put on a hell of a show at Trembridge next week as Shahidi streams in.
He's in, bowls, cut away to backward point. There's no run. Rob Yates will be absolutely well aware that it's pretty much all on him. He's got to, but he's going to have to get a good percentage of these 40 runs himself, and again he tries to cut it away, and it's just hit straight to backward point, the skipper. There's no run. 129 for 6.
Yates reluctant to expose that soap. Shaheen can build the pressure.
Crowd just getting involved a little bit. Notts might need their help. Afridi bowls again, hit and run up to Montgomery at mid-on. Montgomery shies, narrowly misses. Thinks probably Yates would have been home. 130 for 6. So there's only one prince here tonight, and that's Shaheen Shah Afridi. Bowled a princely opening over. What can he do here with the final ball of the 14th? It's bowled into Jake Lintott. 130 for 6. Lintott has that hurry on to him. He helps it away onto the leg side and out for a single. 131 for 6 after 14. Birmingham Bears require 38 from...
For Birmingham, 2 wickets needed for Notts. A win tonight for Notts will take them into... Lintott is on strike, he's on 19. They need 9 to win. Afridi bowls, and he's appealing for a catch here as Tom Moores takes it behind. Bridge on BBC Radio Nottingham. 160 for 8 Birmingham. Afridi is in, bowls a shorter ball which Lintott misses as he tries to pull it away onto the onside, and it goes through to the wicketkeeper for another dot ball. 9 to win off 10. Into bowl to Lintott, crowd in it now as Afridi bowls. He's beaten Lintott again. Again Lintott trying to lift him over mid-wicket, swings and misses through to Tom. Shaheen Shah Afridi into Lintott once again. Lintott this time has managed to dig it out of the block hole, and they're going through for 2. In comes the throw from Hales. He's whipped the bails off as the bowler, Shaheen Shah Afridi. Henry Brooks was the man running back, and they need 7 from 8 balls. Here's Afridi again. This is dug out by Lintott, and if that gets through, then they're going to go through for 2. It's a sprawling stop. That's Conor McCurr who's on the field, isn't it?
Yeah, team, I'd guess.
Here's Afridi into bowl to Lintott. He's edged it. He might have edged it deliberately. He might have just guided it and steered it, but it's gone through for 4, through where about second slip would normally have been.